Hey, welcome to the channel. Apparently you're here because your smoker has an ERL code on it. I'm gonna show you how to fix it. Okay, the first thing we want to do is take off this grate that covers the hopper, the pellets inside. There's 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've already taken them off. They're just small Phillips head. It's tough to get to these. You just gotta have a short Phillips head. I've already taken those off. This just slides off. But you save your screws. All that is to protect somebody from sticking their hand down into the hopper. There's the augers in the bottom and you could get injured with your hand or whatever. So what we need to get to is this control box right here. It is secured by screws around the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe. Let me take those off real quick. All right, yes, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. When you do that, you'll be able to pull the cover off. And there is the control board. And what we need to replace is this cord right here. White, plugs directly into the board right here. Right there. It goes through a hole in the side of this. It's right here. Goes in here, and that goes to the inside of the smoker. Into that's the probe that's sticking out on the inside. All right, I also think we need to take this cover off. Just may give us a little access into where that probe is coming out. So I'm gonna do that. Should just be 1 screw and 2 screws right there. All right, yeah, I got that cover off, and I think I found our culprit of why we're getting the ERL, I'm sorry. So this is the mounting bracket that holds the temperature probe in on the inside. There's the actual probe itself. Here is the end of the probe that goes to the control board. Looks like it's frayed and completely loose. That's not gonna be repairable. Pit Boss has great, I think they've got 5-year warranty. If you call them, they will replace it as long as you're within that 5 years. I've already done that. Okay, to make it easy to get to, I took out those 2 middle trays that were right here. If you look closely, there's 2 Phillips head screws right there. We're going to take those 2 out, and that should allow us to pull that probe out from the back side. So let me do that real quick. All right, got that removed. Here's the 2 screws, the bolt. You gotta be careful if you're not. I dropped one of the bolts, small little nuts, down into the black abyss right there. So hopefully they shipped us a new bolt to go with that as well. If you look, there's not a lot of room to work with. Coming out of that hole right there. Let me see. This is a kind of a flimsy case that's in there holding it in. So you can give it a little bit of play to give yourself a little bit of room to work with. Make sure before you do anything on the inside of the box that you unplug your smoker. So we're gonna unplug the connection right down here and try and work this back through here. Let me do that real quick. All right, so you don't have to disconnect from back there, because you can't. Here's the connection right here, this little clip right here. You're gonna unplug this. This will stay in the connected to the control board, and you'll just replace from here to the probe. Let me unplug that. I found it easier to pull the remaining portion of it out from the inside. If yours is broken like this, that will be the easier way. It's kind of tight. That grommet has got some insulation or something on the inside of it, so it may be tough to get it through. Let me see what I can do. All right, so we're gonna put this right back in where the other one came off. Let me get the screws in the other hand. Open the door up. Hopefully you can see that. One. Probably need to find another nut that will fit on the end of that. Go to Home Depot and get one of those for sure. Goes in that easy. You want to feed it in from the back, don't. So be sure that you feed this in from the outside in and not inside out. You should be able to pull it out this way, just like we did the other one that we took out. All right, I don't know how well you can see, but what I ended up doing is I took my screwdriver and moved the insulation around right there and got it started, and used this end of the screwdriver just to push that through. Push through right there. And while I had my hand on the other side and felt it come through. I wouldn't put a lot of pressure on it, but that helped me get it through. All right, so here is the cable on the inside of the hopper. We've got to get it through this hole in the side of this protective thing that goes over the control panel. It doesn't look too bad. Same kind of grommet here. Shouldn't be too hard to get that through. Let's get that pushed through there, and then we'll put the cover back on. So if you look there, there's the pinholes right here. You'll notice there's more space below it on this end, and there's a little clip, a little male, lack of a better term, a little male part right there that the clip is going to go over and snap in. This part goes up towards the snap. You see the piece that you pushed in to open it up? That goes towards the top there. All right, we got it through there, through the side of the protective cover, snapped it right back in. All right, we got the cover pushed back on. Let's just go around from the front, line it up, and put the screws back in. All right, let's go ahead and put this cover back on. There, no errors, all fixed. Hopefully this worked for you. If you don't mind, this worked for you, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing, leave me a comment down in the comment section. Appreciate you watching, y'all have a good day.